Okay, this video is just to give you an indication of how to go about filling the water tanks and connecting the mains water. So we've got this little white key which is used to gain access to the water fill point, and it just slots in a little keyhole there, turn it 90 degrees and opens the cover. And I've currently got the mains water connected here. I'll just turn the tap off so that it doesn't spray me. Alright, so that's off. So that just connects and disconnects the same way as your normal garden hose tap fitting does. It's just spat back at me because it was under pressure. But that's a normal tap fitting, as this is, and we supply these fittings in a couple of double-ended so you can extend, and that just clicks on like that, and that's your mains water connected. Easy as that. Then you've got these two fill points, one's for the front tank and one's for the rear tank. And to fill those, what you do is you just take this connector off, unscrewing the connector so that the hose comes away, and put the hose itself down into that tube, and it'll go down a fair way. It'll go down a few hundred millimeters. Turn the tap on slowly to start with, and then once the air blockage is released, you can turn the tap up a little bit, pressure up a little bit higher to fill the tank. You'll know when it's full because the water will start discharging back out the tube at you, in which time just change it across to the other one and fill that one up as well. As I mentioned earlier, sometimes it gets a little bit of an air blockage in there, and you've got to work the hose in and out of the tube a little bit just to make sure it fills. The other things to take note of with the water fill is that you've got this selector up here which is currently pointing halfway. You can turn that left or right to the front tank or the rear tank. So I tend to suggest you pick one or the other rather than drawing off both. You can keep an eye on the tank level on the main controller inside the van. Then you've got these outlets here with a valve on it, currently shut, and once you get to where you're going, if you're finished with the water, you can drain the tanks using them. There's one there, and there's also another one down the back here. That's about it for the water supply. The only other thing I'll show you is just the main control unit inside here, which has the current tank levels indicated on it. They're currently showing a 0 because I've got the tanks empty, but that's that. And then if you want to use the water in the tanks, you turn the pump on. Little pump light lights up there. There's not currently any water in the tanks, and we are currently connected to the mains water, so this is a bit of an exercise in futility. But if we turn that on, when we're on the pump, you can actually hear the pump running. It's sitting under that seat. I can hear it running. And if the mains water is not connected because I turned it off at the tap, so that's probably just the remnants of what's in the tank discharging out the pit there. And when there's no water in the tank, that pump will keep running indefinitely. So the best bet is to turn it off just by pressing it up there. It's turned it off, and you can hear it stop running. When there is water in the tank, you'll find that the pump will stop itself when you close the valve. It's just that it's sensed a loss of pressure in the line, and it's trying to recover that pressure by drawing water out of the tank, but it's not finding any water in the tank, and hence it keeps running. So I will do another little video at some stage about priming the pump. It's pretty infrequent you will ever need to do that, but there's a process involved to do it, and it'll probably be most easily explained with another video. So stay tuned for that one.